In the ancient art of street cryptography, you must navigate your way through the minefields undetected. If they see you once, one look could end you. You do not want to be seen. You gotta wear camouflage. I like to dress up as a street post. Today we talk about the art of street photography, done in its superior form, video, of course. Slow motion street videography.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
Run the Sony ZV-E1, Zeiss Batis 18mm 2.8, glimmer glass engaged. I have several lights displaying my masterhood of lighting, and a hair light hidden out of the scene. So I took the old ZV-E1 out. I had two different lenses, Zeiss 50mm 1.4 and the Zeiss 55mm 1.8. I have since sold the 50mm because the 55 is basically the same thing but lighter, cheaper, stronger, faster. I did a video not long ago comparing street photography versus slow motion street videography, and some guy, a couple of you jabrones, complained that my shots were bullshit in the street segment. Those were just screenshots from the video, and all I can say to defend myself is I suck at this, and I'm not looking for scenes. I'm not a street photographer where I'm going out, oh, look at the lighting of that restaurant, the crossing walk, leading lines, leading. I just have to wait for someone to walk through this path, and you won't believe it. And they're waiting there, and it's like, there it is, boom. And they get their bucket shot. That's not what I'm doing. I'm looking for facial expressions. I'm 100% focused on the people. Like, okay, there's an interesting looking person. Okay, we'll frame in that. I just, sometimes I get lucky with, oh, that's a cool background too. But mostly I'm just walking down the street at high noon. Like, I'm not Roman Fox over here. I watched one of his videos. I was like, holy shit. Like, look at the shots he gets. Because he's so creative and he knows what he's looking for. And he's looking for... You photographers have the eye of the tiger. I don't have it. I'm just a video scrub looking to maintain. I saw a lowly photographer, confused, looking at the back screen. She was like, what is this screen for? I only know viewfinders because I take photos. I went to Best Buy. My shot is blurry. I saw a lot of people with cameras this day. I don't know what that is. It looks like a Nikon P900, but a Canon version. I guess that's a DSLR APS-C with a kit lens of some sort, and it hurts my soul to see it. There's no pop on that image. Where she's sharing it to MySpace, I don't know. I'm not subscribing. I saw this guy. What the hell was that? Fuji film? It looks like a medium format film camera or something. I don't even know who you are. And he had a date, and she was impressed. He was a big time photographer, a big shot. I was like, holy shit. He was talking about some like, oh, I did this gig, and I was like, whoa, you worked for money? Wow, look at you. There's a Sony photographer. Ah, he had a gimbal. What a loser. Sometimes people will say, oh, where can I see your work? Mr. Does Nothing? Where do you have your work online? Yeah, go to my video section where I upload the videos. That's where all my work is. I'm a YouTuber, you bitch. My work is scattered throughout 4 channels. My Vegetable Police channel, there's tons of cinematic, joyous moments on that channel. Music videos and just fun moments, interacting with people. And then on this channel, just every little review I've done, there's always a little, okay, let's see what we can get in slow motion and put it to music. And there's all these little snippets of work that you can find. No, I don't have a catalog or a portfolio in a little binder. As the woman runs to catch her bus, she makes sure that her breasts are safe and against her. She knew what would come from my video if she was allowed to run. If you're wondering what I look for, it's just uniqueness. Oh, she has red hair. Oh my god. Press record. I don't care what happens. I don't care what the scene is in the background. I don't care if you're in focus or anything. Just, she had red hair. Oh my god. She has a mohawk. Follow her. Follow her side by side. I'm going to get a sideways panning shot because she has a mohawk. This is unbelievable. It's like, that's what I'm looking for. Just unique looking people. I saw this woman. She had pink hair, but I did not get any of it because I was pointing at her illegally. I got some. And that weird mirror statue, I was like, oh, I could film that going by, but none of it was cool. And I was thrown out of the vicinity immediately. This woman stood out to me because her body was showing because she chose to wear things that didn't cover any of it, and I was a man. I think I'm just attracted to colors, like I'm a hummingbird or something. I see, oh, blue. But Sony refused to focus on the one I wanted, not the Asian girl. She has like almost a skin tone colored shirt. Come on, where's the blue athletic one? No, not the guy that wants to date her but can't because his hat's all weird and flat on top. She was wearing a shirt that looked like a bra, and the lighting was good enough for this moment to exist. She was talking to her husband, and they were ordering noodle dishes for later tonight. I don't love what Sony does to my face, but when I film other people, it seems to be okay. I never see someone like, oh, those skin tones are gross. I guess it's just my face, and Sony is allergic to me. But Sony, like, does this the best. I don't even have my autofocus settings perfect. I think I'm going to speed it up a bit, because you don't need these super slow transitions in 240 frames per second. You could have it instant, so like I think it would track better if I upped the speeds and the sensitivity. Because sometimes people walk by, it's like, okay, you're in briefly, no, kind of, no. It's mostly due to me not ever pointing the camera at where it needs to be. I remember a comment saying, like, why are you pointing at her breasts? It's like, because I can't see, I'm not looking at them ever. That's the whole point. If I'm looking over there and I'm holding a camera, they'll probably be thinking, well, he's not filming me, he's just holding that camera pointed directly at me. How can... So like my framing sucks. Usually I'm too high, or I'm panning trying to predict, and it's always too fast. It's really annoying. I'm also attracted to just cool shirts that stand out. Shrimp. Shrimply the best. Oh, you can't buy it if you wanted it. He's buff. This woman was wearing cowboy boots, so I was like, okay, must film her, but my panning and framing sucked, and the stabilization did not help me. And I panned too fast, but then I saw another woman itching her arm. But she's a woman, so it's still cinematic. I saw this happy couple, but they were near a garbage can, and that's why I suck at this. I don't know what I'm doing. But she was impressed with his jokes, and she liked them. A lot of my shots are just abysmal. Like this woman kept touching her face, not realizing how cinematic she could have been, but she refused to be. And that's... way to go for nothing. She had something on her nose, and I could have filmed it. Just leave it. I'll edit it out with AI. But yeah, it's a fun little genre to do. I'm gonna go out soon and do it again with maybe... The one that excites me to try would be this Canon EF 85mm 1.2 on the Nikon. I just don't know how that's gonna be. It's very heavy. It's very obvious that I'm like pointing it at you, and 85 is a tough one for this genre because I miss even wide shots. Imagine when it's so narrow and I have to... So if you peek down at the screen sometime, but then it's very obvious you're filming. So discreet is the name of the game, but that might be too magical. I do it on the C70, but I'm still waiting for my adapter, and I don't believe the autofocus would work, and it's only 4K 120. Not even HD 240, give me a break. But I don't think I've done this yet on Nikon with the red LUTs. Can you even imagine it? I should go out now and do that. I might do that. Why not? Make a video and then go make another video. Then come back and make the video about that video. Life is good. Fun times ahead. So if you're wanting to do this type of thing, Sony is probably the best, safest, and you get your Zeiss glass. Or Nikon's quite good. I haven't tried a Canon like full frame R5 II, probably very good with your flat lenses. But if you're filming crab people, there's no space in my apartment. I stepped on a thing. It could be half bruised. So, other than that, Fuji, I'm still waiting for an XH2S. I might pounce in a couple days, and then we're going to have a ridiculous amount of setups here for various things, but the 35mm 1.4 with an XH2S, 240 frames per second. Unfrickin' believable. So I'm gonna go now, go to work. It's a real job. Your job isn't real. You're on your little break. Oh, my boss is looking at me. I better get back to work. Sorry, sir. Grow up. Thank you for the Bitcoin donations. I put them towards camera gear. No, I don't. I never sell them. We have almost a 0.007th of a Bitcoin. Thank you, my friends. Subscribe for more videos. I'll see you next.